Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Tuesday, the 30th of April 2024. In today's Mill news, it was match day for the under 21s. They went up to Peterborough and they got a point. It was a 2-2 draw. I was at the game. Not the best of games. Pretty stop-start, pretty physical. Some strange refereeing decisions. Some fluke deflections and whatnot. 1 for, 1 against. But they won the league. They've already won the league. They won it before. They won it last week. So they've got to finish their remaining games. And this was one of them. And then they've got the next one on Friday. So they just have to go through this without getting injured, without getting suspended, and just get ready for the semi-final. So, Millwall under 21s drew 2-2 with Peterborough United in the Professional Development League on Tuesday afternoon. The Lions, already champions of the South Division, took the lead early on as Abdul Malik showed a burst of pace to beat his mark and slot home. Peterborough then equalised in fortunate circumstances, only for Jamal Lawson to then give Millwall the lead again in the second half. The hosts then brought things level late on, meaning Kevin Nugent's side move on to 56 points at the summit. Next up for Millwall under 21s is their final fixture, or final league fixture of the season, at the Den against Wigan Athletic on Friday the 3rd of May. If we go down, you'll see the advert for that. It's on sale now. It's 2 p.m. kickoff. You can buy tickets now. So that looks like that won't be getting moved. The team for that game was Waddy, Walker, Myers, Mackay, Ockley, Stevenson, Cotton, Lawson, Lee, Abdul Malik, Bangor, Williams. The subs were Howland on for Ockley, 61st minute, Trialist on for Cotton on 61st minute, and Massey on for Lawson in the 80th minute. The unused substitutes were Preswosny and Og Bodie. So there you go, and what that does is it leaves the table looking like this. Mill top with 56 points. They cannot be catched. QPR won today, so they jump up into second place. And there's one game to go for this. Now, I didn't notice this. I've just noticed this today. The Northern Group has 11 teams in it. The Southern Group has 10 teams in it. Now, last season, the North and South had the same amount of teams on it. So when it came to the final, obviously Millwall were at home in the semi-final because they won the league, so they get that home advantage in the semi-final. But if both teams who won the South and the North go to the final, then who gets home advantage? Well, they did it by who got the most points. But because this season, we're playing 29 games and the teams in the Northern Group are playing 30. I assume that they'll be doing a tiebreak on a points per game, PBG. That would be the normal thing to do. What they could also do, which I don't think they will do, but it has been done by other leagues in the past to even things out, is to take away the result against the bottom team for the northern teams and just do a table based on that. But that would be a lot of nonsense, to be honest. So I think it's just points per game. What that also means as well is because the northern teams, so Birmingham are at the top of the north now, but let's see, Sheffield United have got 3 games left to play. Birmingham have 1 game left to play. So what that does then, not only is that annoying in terms of points per game, it extends the season because these teams have got 3 games to play. Some of them, so it means the season doesn't finish until the second week of May. So then you can't have the semi-final and then the final. So like this could be going on until like nearly June until we get the semi-finals and the final, unless you do them both in the same week. But that's kind of. But like I said, in terms of home advantage, you don't know. I guess well, it's not that hard to figure out, but like who's going to win the game and where's the game going to be? How quickly can you turn it around? I don't know, but we'll see. So, game for Millwall on Friday at the Den, 2 p.m. kickoff. Check it out. Check it out. Go down there and check it out if you can. Not bad. Now moving on to this. We had a big, massive photo dump today of the stuff from the end of the season, the trophy presentations, the lap around. Obviously, sadly, I think a lot of people just got bored waiting for all the idiots to come off the pitch. So they just went home. It's like, you can't blame them. Obviously, I know we're happy and we're glad that we didn't get relegated, but you got to think overall it was a pretty shit season, wasn't it? Like at the start of the season, a lot of people, some people thought we would struggle. Some people were thinking we could push on because we bought Nisbet. So we'd improve the squad on paper. Should have been doing better than we did. Obviously, a lot of people saw that the league was tougher this year than it was. Like last season was a golden opportunity because it wasn't that strong of a league. But yeah, we have these photos. We got 1, 2, was it 4 in a row? Maybe 3. Photos from the end of season, the last home game against Plymouth Argyle, the last home game and the last home game of the season. Mutual appreciation at end of season Den lap. Millwall Football Club's 23-24 squad completed their end of season lap of appreciation on Saturday afternoon. Jake Cooper scored the only goal as the Lions beat Plymouth Argyle in SC16, with the players encircling the pitch to thank the fans for their unwavering support across the campaign. And the club put out a 15-minute video that you can watch for free on the Millwall TV, but you do have to have a login. But it's free to watch. You just log in. It's on when you have a profile and you're logged in and you go to Millwall TV. There'll be some videos that you can watch, like I think the highlights, but then there's an extended highlights that you need the plus for, and then there's a full match replay that you need the plus for. So there, and some interviews as well. But there's a few videos that you can get just for free. So we've got this one for free. Obviously, it's not my work. I'm not gonna show it to you. If you want to see it, just log in to millfc.co.uk. But we do have the pictures. So here we go. The boys are back in town. There you go. End of season stuff here, pictures and stuff. This is the one with the families that are walking around at the end of the game. Nice to see the families around. Interestingly, the Brooknell and Coffee, I assume that that's his mother. They look so much alike in the face, don't they? Like almost twins. Insane how much they look alike. So it's good to see. It's good to see them with their kids and stuff, and all their families having a good time at the end of the season. So there you go. Moving on now, we have the under-18s parade that you may have seen because it was held at half time. So I'm sure a lot more saw that. Millwall under-18s paraded their Professional Development League Cup trophy on Saturday afternoon. At half-time of the Lions 1-0 win over Plymouth Argyle, Larry McAvoy and Chris Berry's side completed a lap of the Dens pitch to rapturous applause. The captain, Josh Stevenson, led the line before going on to pick up the Academy Player of the Season award following the fixture. A gallery and a short video of the parade can be seen below. So here we go. You got the players there. I think a few of them were involved in today's game. Stevenson, Howland, I think is Oleg Bodie there? Yeah, he was on the bench. So there you go, background. And there's a video there apparently on Twitter, on Millwall Academy's Twitter. You can watch the video. Obviously, I could play this because this is on a freely available platform, but I'm not going to. Now, moving on to this, also from millwallfc.co.uk. Bart says goodbye to the Den. Bartosz Białkowski's final match day at the Den took place on Saturday afternoon. Millwall beat Plymouth Argyle 1-0 in SC16, with the post-match award ceremony also incorporating a speech from the goalkeeper, which can be seen below. Furthermore, a gallery of images of the stopper is available to view, with a sit-down farewell interview with the Pulse to be published on Millwall TV Plus later this week. So yeah, they gave him the microphone and let him have a speech. And here he is, I presume that's before the game? I think it is. So yeah, there you go. There's all the photos that were put up today. Now, moving on to this, also from millwallfc.co.uk. As announced today, you can watch the Swansea game. Obviously, the reason why it's kicking off at 12:30. All the games on the last day of the championship are kicking off at 12:30, and the reason for that is so that Sky can show it around the blackout. The blackout between, was it 2:45 and 5:30 or something like that, which is staying in place for next season. It hasn't been changed, but they moved all of the games to 12:30 on a Saturday so they can show them. So it may be on the red button. Obviously, the game's on Saturday. We will probably find out sooner rather than later. Obviously, they have selected 3 games for broadcast, although I think the top of the table is done and dusted, really. Ipswich winning tonight away at Coventry 2-1. The only way Leeds can catch up there, I think Leicester are champions. The only way Leeds can catch up is if Leicester lose, and I think they have to lose by a bit as well because of the goal difference. So Ipswich have to lose and Leeds have to win. So there you go. Lions fans around the world can stream this Saturday's game at Swansea City. Kick off 12:30 for £10. Mill travel to South Wales to complete the campaign with a match pass, bringing you multiple angles of the action live, including replays with full match commentary. Check out the streaming passes below, including blah 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 blah. Match passes for the fixture are available overseas and in capitals in the UK. So, like I said, you can watch this game. If you do not have Sky, just having a Millwall TV, like I said, you have the Millwall profile, and then you can just pay for a match pass for this game, £10, and there you go. But here's the thing as well. I'm sure a lot of us are going into this game not really caring, not really bothering. But here's the thing: which way do you swing? If we win this game, we will go up at least 1 place in the table, because Swansea City are 1 point above us but 3 places above us. Between us and them is Watford and Sunderland, so depending on the results in their games, we could possibly go up 3 places with a win. That's quite a lot, and there's a bit of prize money on the line. I don't know how much it is each level. It's probably like I don't know, 200 grand, 100 grand each level you go up. And we could finish 13th. On the other hand, a lot of people want and want to see some involvement from some of the young players who've done so well over the past two seasons. Obviously, 2 of them are out on loan. Kamal Grant and Nana Boateng are still out on loan because their teams are in the playoffs and an FA Trophy final. Not only that, but as I mentioned previously, the under-21 season is still going, and it could go on until the end of May. So I think we're going to see. I think a lot of people may get on Neil Harris's back for this, but I think we're going to see full metal jacket, all guns to the whatever you call it, and we're just all guns for glory, just going for it, trying to win, as if it was the game last week. I don't think we're going to see anything different, which is a shame because we have a problem playing away from home. We can't do the Millwall-ness away from home. It doesn't really work. It works at the Den because you got a lot of Millwall fans there. We're not allowed a lot of Millwall fans away from home. Then we're not allowed to do that. We have a restricted tickets on sale only to season ticket holders and members. And even then, a lot of clubs try to limit the amount of tickets we can get and things like that. So Neil Harris needs to figure out a way to play in away games. Now this is an away game. He could experiment. Do we do full-on counter-attack in terms of speed? If he does that, then you would start with maybe Watmore, Obafemi and Amaku and play a different way. Sit back and then just bomb on with those three just bombing forward on their own instead of trying to play your way up. But like I said, I don't. A lot of people are okay, like with Neil Harris, like thank you very much, but what have you done for us lately? Like what now? What are we going to do now? What's next? What's coming up? What are we going to get next season? Is it going to be the same old, or have you got a few tricks up your sleeve that you learned when you was managing other teams away from Millwall? So we'll see. We'll see if there's anything different. We'll see if there's anything new. Obviously, with this game being available to watch by all Millwall fans across the country and the world, if he does try anything, we'll be able to see it. We'll go, oh, okay. He's tried to do that. He maybe play some of the youth. And we go, oh, we saw that. Okay, that's interesting. But we'll see. Like I said, I think it's going to be same old. Not anything to rock the boat, because we can go up in the table with a win. So there you go. Now, talking of loan players, will they be featuring? They weren't involved. Obviously, some of them their seasons at the other clubs that they were out on loan is finished now. Yeah, it's weird. Obviously, with the TV, all of the leagues are finishing at different times. Non-league season finished like 3 weeks ago, and they're playing their playoffs now. League 1 and League 2 finished last week. They're doing their playoffs this week. Our league's finishing Saturday now, and then now have the playoffs after that. All of the leagues are finishing at different times. It's all very weird. This is from the southwarknews.co.uk. It's a loan watch. Final day heartbreak for Alex Mitchell and Nino Adamalaki, but Kamal Grant heading for Wembley. It was a decisive weekend for the Lions youngsters up and down the divisions. Lincoln City surrendered their playoff place on the final day of the season after losing to League One champions Portsmouth. Alex Mitchell would have been dreaming of ending his loan spell with a playoff journey after the Imps began the final day in 6th position, but their afternoon unravelled when Daniel Amandroy having his second half penalty save before Pompey went on to score 2 goals after the 80th minute. And do you know what? They took Alex Mitchell off to bring on attacker because that was a must-win game. And wouldn't you know what happened when you took him off? You conceded some goals. So maybe a lesson there. At 0-0, Mitchell made a crucial block inside the 6-yard box to prevent Callum Lang from scoring. The defeat allowed Oxford United to slip into 5th position with a 2-1 win over Exeter City, while Barnsley conceded late in a 1-1 draw with Northampton Town, but did enough to finish 6th. Talking of Peterborough, the League One playoffs, obviously in terms of the teams that are coming up from League One, we know it's going to be Portsmouth and Derby, and in the playoffs it's Peterborough and Oxford, and then it's Bolton and Barnsley. So out of all of them, I think we want Peterborough, don't we? Because it's not that bad of a journey to do. It's quite easy, quite quick, especially with the new train they got going up to Peterborough from London Bridge and whatnot. And they always give us a load of tickets, which is nice of them. And they don't seem to have that much of a problem with us. So go on, Peterborough. Good luck in the playoffs. And let's hope we're playing them next season. It's a disappointing end of the season to Mitchell, but he had a solid campaign and impressed fans. The 22-year-old made 36 appearances for League One side and scored 1 goal. Fellow Millwall loanee Needham Adam Malachi would have also been in low spirits after the final day of the League Two season. Sutton United needed to win, and have relegation rivals Colchester United lose, and have a 4-goal swing in order to stay in the Football League. So, not much, is it? But they instead played out a 4-4 draw at Milton Keynes Dons, while Colchester drew 1-1 with Crewe Alexandra. So not for want of trying, they did score 4 goals, but unfortunately they conceded 4 as well. Adam Malachi left for the London club in January as he attempted to help Steve Morrison save his side from relegation. He made 18 appearances and will likely be remembered by Sutton fans for the world-class volley he struck against Accrington Stanley in March. Now, there was better news in the National League as Kamal Grant's Bromley beat Altrincham 3-1 to go to the playoff final at Wembley on Sunday. The London side fell behind after Regan Linney ghosted past Grant his defensive colleagues to pounce after 31 minutes, but Bromley would strike 3 times in 9 minutes during the second half to ball clear at Hayes Lane, with Grant's monstrous long throw partially responsible for the second goal. Yeah, he had an assist with a throw-in, a long throw. That's nice if he's got that in his locker. That's going to help, isn't it? Especially with the way Neil Harris plays. Bromley will now face Solihull Moors on Sunday as they look to climb into the EFL for the first time in their history. Yeah, and who's on loan at Solihull Moors? Nana Barzing, which isn't mentioned here. But there you go. Interestingly enough, obviously they've had a long season. They've been playing week in, week out, Mitchell and Malachi. They weren't involved in today's under-21 games, so that's what I'm saying. Will they be involved with the Swansea game? Maybe not. I don't know. I think they can be, because you're only allowed to play for 2 clubs in the same calendar year. So, I'm not sure about Malachi. Did he have another loan before he went to Sutton? But I know Alex Mitchell was just at Lincoln, so he could come and play for Millwall on Saturday. But would you sub on the centre back? Not really. So unless he starts, what's the point? I don't know. Maybe having him in the squad just to see how he deals with it, but he should be fine. And talking of here we go. This is from London News Online. I got the code.uk. Millwall defender's future set to come under the spotlight. Alex Mitchell's Millwall future is set to be a subject of discussion after his Lincoln City loan ended. The 22-year-old centre-back made 41 appearances in all competitions for the Imps, whose 2-0 home defeat to Portsmouth on the final day saw them miss out on a playoff place. Mitchell still has another year on his Mill contract, but told our paper recently it would be frustrating to head back to his parent club if there was not game time. Alex is slightly different to the younger guys we spoke about. Lions head coach Neil Harris told us that from press during a discussion about loans, including Kamal Grant at Bromley and Nino Adam Malachi, who spent the second half of the campaign at Sutton. Alex's development is slightly ahead of theirs. Alex has had his loan in the Conference and League Two, and now he's been in League One at Lincoln. He's had a terrific spell, narrowly missing out on the playoffs. Alex has played a lot of football out on loan, so we'll have to have some discussions with Alex over the summer to what next season looks like. Alex is a player I know from being a youngster. When I was at the club originally, he's a player I've tracked to various levels over the past couple of seasons. As always with these young players, I mentioned Chin, Nino, Alex and Kamal. And we have to look at the football process to help these players develop and can they affect our first team. But also, what is best for these players as well and what their thoughts are. Do they want to be part of the squad moving forward or on the fringes of the squad trying to break in with thoughts of loans, or do they just want to go out and play football permanently? Honest conversations that will take place between myself and the club and those players over the coming weeks ahead. Grant is gearing up for National League playoff final against Solihull Moors on Sunday. Players like Nino and Kamal, players who are contracted to us but have been out on loan my whole time, I've not had the chance to build a relationship, said Harris. Nino, he's done fantastically well, even in a relegation side at Sutton. The amount of football he's played is hugely important for his development. Kamal, as Chinarkley did back around Christmas time, has had a really good loan spell at Bromley. If Kamal had the chance to start at Wembley or affect the game from the bench, what a great opportunity for him. So interesting again, no mention of Nana Boateng, and I think we might be seeing Nana Boateng released at the end of the season. Which is a shame, but that's how it goes. As long as he gets in a decent club and can carry on playing, that would be good. Yeah, like obviously Alex Mitchell, he's been a first team player in League One. He's been playing football and loving it apparently. So I think much like we saw last season with Isaac Loffey, he's thinking, look, I need to play. I've got to get out of here and start playing. And he went out to Stockport, and he's been banging the goals in. He's he's got a winners medal for League Two. What more can you want? And that's the thing. Like, are you gonna hang around and wait for an opportunity, wait for maybe one of these old players that keep getting brought in who gets injured for you to get a chance to get in the first team? Or are you just gonna say, look, I can get a contract for a League Two team. I'm gonna go and play. I'm gonna go. Like, thanks a lot, but I want to play. So we'll see what happens. But there you go. Now we're gonna finish with this. This is from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. Obviously Tuesday, they publish on a Tuesday. So we got this from the game of Saturday. Alex Grace's takeaways from Mill's 1-0 win over Plymouth. Lions' home record under Harris, a huge factor in championship safety. Jake Cooper ensured that Millwall concluded their home campaign with a victory over Plymouth Argyle. The home season, which has been challenging, notably improved since Neil Harris returned to the club in February. This contest was tight, with the visitors needing a win for survival. However, Cooper's second half header means Plymouth must now secure a victory on the final day to ensure championship survival. Here are Alex Grace's takeaways from the final Den contest of the season. Lions end home campaign with a win. It's not been the easiest of seasons for everyone associated with Millwall Football Club. However, the main objective of staying in the league has been achieved, and they can all look forward to another season in the second tier. As mentioned many times this season, the Millwall side is known for a strong home form. Harris, in his first 10 years as manager, made a point of making sure the Lions were compact at home, and very rarely would they lose. That was something Gary carried on during his 4-year spell, but this season has seen the side lose 9 games in SC16, the worst tally since the 2014-15 season, when they were relegated from the Championship. Harris has been a big part of the resurgence in Den form. 6 games in charge at home, 5 wins, 1 draw, and just 2 goals conceded. He has often said how people told him that this group of players cannot play at the 10. He and the team have put that myth to bed in some style. It all bodes well going into next season. Harris will demand high performance levels from the players, and they will have it drilled into them about what playing at home in a Millwall shirt means. Season ending strongly. Millwall have responded brilliantly to their disappointing Easter period. Last minute defeats of both Rotherham United and Huddersfield Town left the fan base downcast ahead of what looked like a tricky period of games. However, Harris's men have responded in a perfect way for 4 consecutive wins over Leicester, Cardiff, Sunderland and Plymouth on Saturday. This is a team that had come on leaps and bounds from Joe Edwards' final game in charge against Sheffield Wednesday, when their team looked bereft of any form or confidence, and defensive rallies were obvious. The improvement under Harris has been clear. 23 points have been won under the club's all-time record goal scorer, which is an indication that the talent and the ability were there. It was just getting out of the players and finding the right formula to play. The target now is to finish as high as possible. Looking at the league table after the weekend's victory, the Lions are now closer to the top half of the table than they are to the relegation places. Victory at Swansea next Saturday could see the South Londoners finish as high as 13th in the table. Considering where they were at the back end of February, that would be a satisfying end to a disappointing season. Yeah, like I said, we do have the chance of moving up 3 places to 13th. Bart's emotional farewell as other potential exits loom. They're looming. Millwall confirmed the news last Friday that Bart Biakowski would leave the club after 5 years. A fan favourite and someone who more than earned his reputation in the Millwall shirt was given a fitting send-off. That he lost his place as the first choice shot stopper last season to George Long, and that's continued this term with new goalkeeper Matija Sarkic claiming a regular starting position. The goalkeeper's come out for the warm-ups ahead of the rest of the team. He was given a rousing reception from the home fans when he came out. He's back-to-back Player of the Year award winner, which goes to show how much he was thought of in his prime Millwall days. He leaves Millwall having played 169 times for the club, someone who had firmly become a fan favourite. On the lap of appreciation, there was a select group of fans calling for Tottenham loanee Japhet Tanganga to stay. He was the last to finish that tour of the pitch, and other fans have taken to. Questions remain over the future still of captain Sean Hutchinson. His contract is up at the end of the season, in which he has not been able to feature as much as he would like to due to injuries. He is the club's current longest serving player, having made 256 appearances since the summer of 2016. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.